What's up, everybody? All right, you guys. So there are a couple of missing person cases that I really want to get out there. There are some missing person cases that are not getting a lot of attention. And I've been seeing families literally out there searching the woods by themselves with no help. So I'm going to do this video in order to try to bring awareness to some of these cases. Now, the first case that we're going to talk about is the case of Jasmine Reid. So Jasmine's mother took to TikTok to say that her daughter had been missing since early December. So her daughter boarded a Greyhound bus from Oklahoma to Los Angeles. And Consuela is saying that she talked to Jasmine around December 4th and Jasmine's brother talked to her around December 6th. But after that, there has been no communication from Jasmine at all. Not only that, her family has no idea where she is, and they are extremely concerned because they feel like something happened.
And the last contact I had with her was on the 4th. The last time she had contact with her brother was on the 6th at 6:40 a.m.
So Jasmine's mother is saying that she told her brother that she had plans of going to a shelter and trying to find a job. Now, I have to point out that her phone is turned off. They don't know if it was turned off manually or if it died. But since then, early December, there has been no signs of Jasmine anywhere. So if you have any information in the disappearance of 26-year-old Jasmine Reid, please contact her mother, Consuela, or you can contact the Los Angeles Police Department. Now, y'all, like I said before, her family is saying that this is not like her. So they do feel like something is going on. Now, the next case that we're going to talk about is the case of Malik Mitchell. So Malik was last seen in Austin, Texas around October 18th. Now, what's strange about this is he was traveling with this men's life missionary group. And he was with them, he was selling bread with them, and they're making it seem like Malik just vanished. Now, what's odd about this case is there was activity on his social medias, but we later learned that was somebody from that church that he was in, and that it wasn't actually Malik on his socials. This is what Malik's family had to say.
We just want to know he's okay. That's it.
Brandy says Malik was supposed to go back to Ben Wheeler with the group.
The director told us that Malik had walked off. He didn't show back up by the time it was time to leave. So he claimed they stayed until about 2 o'clock in the morning waiting for him to come back. But he never came back, so they left.
Malik is described as 5'10" and 145 pounds.
So when it comes to Malik's case, it's very difficult. We can't track a phone because he was using somebody's phone from that church. Now, his family is not from there, but they did go out to Austin in order to look for Malik, but there still has been no signs of him anywhere. Now, although Malik did struggle with things, they're saying that Malik always kept in touch. And his sister has proven that because she's had text messages and FaceTimes from Malik all the way up until he went missing. So he was allegedly last seen in October in downtown Austin. And that is all the information that we actually have in Malik's case. Now, if you have any information on the disappearance of Malik Mitchell, please contact police in Austin, and I will keep you guys updated on his case as well. Now, the next case that we're going to talk about is the case of Zelic Williams. So Zelic was also last seen in October, but he was last seen in Columbia, South Carolina. So y'all, Zelic is a former Broadway star, and he had moved back home to South Carolina in order to start this dance studio. Now, on the morning of October 3rd, we know he left his mom's house. He had like a headshot in the car that he uses for auditions. But Zelic never returned home. His car was later found at the Palmetto Trails, but there was no sign of Zelic anywhere.
Levels along the trail were much higher due to Hurricane Helene. Private investigators from Florida joining the search by boat.
The water would have been above our head right now, where we are. So we're looking a little bit higher. The water was about 15, 20 feet higher. So we're just looking up in the trees on the ground.
So I also have to point out that in Zelic's case, there was a crash alert that came from his phone the day that he went missing. But when authorities discovered his car, it had not been in a crash. Now, Zelic's mother, she is still holding out hope. She's saying that she feels like her son is alive and she's not going to stop until she brings him home. Not only that, y'all, his other siblings passed away years ago, so he's his mother's last child. Please send some prayers up for her as she continues her search for Zelic. So the case of Ashley Elkins is one that we have just started to cover, but y'all, this case is starting to break national news. When I covered Ashley's case, the only other person that had put it out there was Prophet P.I., but now this case is getting a lot of traction. So we know that Ashley was last seen around January 2nd. And there's a belief that her ex-boyfriend, DeAndre Booker, holds the key into where Ashley is. And the reason why we believe this is because not only did her phone last ping around his apartment, but we now know that her car was found within miles of his apartment yesterday. Not only that, police have been searching his apartment throughout yesterday, and they took a dumpster as evidence. Now, as of right now, Ashley has still not been found, and her family is begging for answers, and they're begging for DeAndre to say something.
Michigan State Police forensics lab on scene. Investigators searching the complex late into the night using drones and a canine. Detectives in and out, even reportedly towing away a dumpster covered in crime tape. The tone of the investigation changing, and family feels it. This interview with her mom before the new developments.
I have to keep going. I have to keep searching. I'm a mother, and I have to do this. I just can't sit there and just let and wait.
Now, my opinion in Ashley's case is I honestly believe that DeAndre is responsible. I believe that he lured her somewhere before doing something to her. And I honestly think that it's amazing that the community and social media is coming together in order to try to find Ashley. Now, y'all, please share this video. A lot of these cases do not get seen at all. We really need to bring these people home. They deserve to be home. Some of them have kids. You have mothers that are begging for help. They're out there searching on their own. Y'all, let's get these families some answers.